All right, trying to make sure everything's working. Should be good. Yep. Okay, mic's on. Screen is right. What you need to learn that being an adult is not easy. So, yes, I just went live. Anyway, okay, let's see what we got here so far. I am expecting this complex of storms to grow in size here. And there's a nice hook on that storm. Will it get tornado warned? Because I hear one of the radars is down, by the way. But if you are just now joining in, which is probably only one or two of you, we are covering severe weather potential across the Texas-New Mexico line here. Potential for tornadoes does exist. It's a small corridor of a 5% area. There's also an enhanced risk for hail. Some of it could be larger than 2 inches in diameter. In fact, there could even be an occasional softball size hail report. So if you're just joining in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, smash that subscribe button, and decimate that share button so we can get this out to more people. Not a whole lot of people are covering this. This kind of came up last minute, so it's going to be interesting how these next few hours pan out. This probably isn't going to be a super long stream from the looks of it. By about 11 Eastern, I think the worst of our threat should be over in theory, but we'll see what happens. Very broad rotation with that storm that has a little appendage here that's trying to form. So I have to take that with a grain of salt. We'll have to see how this develops here. Like I said, radar sites are down. I'm not entirely sure which ones. I think we should be fine with this Amarillo site for right now, but we're going to have to see how things develop throughout the evening. It could be a hail stream, but you're not going to go too crazy. If you do what you do again, we're going to have some problems, buddy. I mean, yeah, but yeah, what you're saying, why, yeah, this could very well be a hail stream. I could try and do I could try and see if that poll is working. I think I almost have it. If I didn't get it, I should be close. Now you're moving on next week. Good. I hope you enjoy that process. That's definitely not my favorite, that's for sure. But I hope the move goes well. Trying to get stuff fixed up in here as well. Get my phone to work. There's only 2 people on right now, which kind of sucks. Oh yeah, I know how that goes. I know all too well how that goes. Also, make sure you are hitting that like button to the 2 people that are in here. I know one of them is you, Wyatt. All right. Yeah, I'm aware. I've been watching. There's only so much that I can cover, unfortunately, since I have a day job. Because trust me, if I had the time, I'd actually cover it. No contingents. We are not doing it. We're not doing this. Do not try to throw the fact in that my name is in Taiwan, please. Okay, in the meantime here, I'm gonna get a couple other things off the screen. I get that way too much these days. Everyone tries to. Oh, that new scan looks a little bit more promising. So we might be latching on to a storm here already. Alright, so that's 2 of the 3 main admins. Even though I still like the rest of you. If it's a bad joke, then go for it. As long as I don't care. You know what? At this point, why not? Nothing serious going on at the moment, but we are watching this storm, though. Yep, that's the one we're looking at right here. Has a hook. It had a hook on it a minute ago. I'm switching back to reflectivity to make sure that we see it. You mean my watch? You have to remember who you. Okay, Mr. No, don't do it. And I'm going to keep bringing that up, by the way. Mr. No, don't do it. There's quite an inflow notch on this storm, by the way. Decent rotation. It seems like it's... I wouldn't say it's trying to occlude yet. It's not at that stage, but... a little inflow notch and that little surge of wind could produce something really quick. No, don't do it. Alright, I got my phone up and running now. Alright, up to 5 people now. We're starting to get somewhere. Shut up. Oh well, that's too bad. It's too bad, Wyatt. It is too bad. I had to get you. That being said, though, hello to the 5 people that are here so far. I appreciate you all. Well, we're covering severe weather, maybe a potential tornado warning storm down the line. At the moment, it does not seem like it's imminently going to produce a tornado, but it does have a tornado possible tag with this, along with golf ball sized hail. Probably going to be reissuing the severe thunderstorm warning within the next 7 minutes. All right. Should we look at we will look. I mean, he doesn't care about having his face revealed, so I don't think it's gonna bother him. Yeah, KDFX is down. Yeah, I'm looking at it from the Amarillo site. Yeah, I know. I've been watching where I could as I was on the way home from work. So, yeah. I'm kind of up. Or KFDX, whatever. I'm tired, okay? Just got home. I don't even have a chance to breathe. Hi, Mia. Oh, you were correcting yourself. Okay. KBX. Yeah, there's not really a lot. There's plenty of could be like you said, it probably could be a hail stream, Wyatt. If so, I'm gonna probably take a look at some things real quick. I might take a look at Brandon's stream real quick. First attempt at a live feed tonight. Let's see how this goes. We'll be probably running that one solo, I get the feeling. Let's see. Alright, so we're getting something. And it's very granulated and blurry, but maybe... Oh, hang on a minute. Wow, look at that storm structure. Yeah, we're having problems. I think they're just in a really bad reception area. Because that is over towards the boonies, so to speak. So that's going to be a little difficult to work with here. Okay, and then, yep, there's Vince right behind him. Honestly, yeah. If there's people on. There's only 5 or 6 of us, and it's usually the normal suspects. I don't think this is going to draw many eyes tonight, but hey, we'll see what happens. We'll wait for more people to join in, and we'll just kind of go from there. I guess if y'all want to be silly, you can. It's not a big deal. At least it'll keep me awake while we're in this quiet part right now. And we cannot seem to get any sort of good picture from Brandon, man. Oh, hell no. Seriously? Daggone it. Well, yeah, I think that might just be the areas in. I know there's a lot of mountains over there towards the eastern part of New Mexico. So that could be a thing. Storm's looking a little less impressive on radar now with this one. Let's go ahead and see what these have here. Golf ball size, ping pong size, and quarter size. So these are the only warnings we got right now. All right, we're getting up to 7 people. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Hello, folks. We are potentially having to cover a complex of storms with tornado potential as they cross from New Mexico into Texas within the next few hours here. Gonna just see how this pans out here. I don't expect a lot to really happen so far. I think probably within the next hour, I think the threat should ramp up, if anything at all. But it's a very narrow corridor. These storms will probably be exiting through there very quickly. 2 Wi-Fi routers got married. Reception was amazing. Where are those 2 routers at, and can I get them? Because I think that would help. Really, I just think I need CPU. But I don't have any of those things right now. Okay. So right now we are struggling to look at any sort of feeds right now. So we're just gonna kind of meander around the radar a little bit. What do you call a dog with strong internet connection? What are you, comedian now? Huh? What are you, comedian? You're grounded. I should put you in timeout. That was so bad. Do you really think I'd put you in timeout for just that joke? No, I wouldn't actually, to answer your question. Where is Baconator now? Where is that man? That is the question. Boo. That was bad. It was so bad I even said it in a northeastern accent. That was bad. I want contingents to rate that accent. I know it was probably bad, but hey. Storm seems like it's trying to make a little surge of outflow here, but it's kind of hard to. Oh, crap. Probably those mountains playing a role with that one. If that's the case, that's going to be a problem. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to say this. Don't bring up the Falcons. I'm not necessarily a fan of them, but no. No. We don't do that on this stream. Now you might go into timeout. You don't do that. Okay, so in the meantime, there's got to be some radar site that gives me some better data. I'm going to guess this is probably the one that's screwed up. Oh no, this must be the one that's screwed, not that is screwed up. One with the red dot. KFDX. Yep. Man. So I guess we're going to be sticking with the Amarillo site here and hoping for the best. Arg. Anyone that's just tuning in, make sure you are hitting that like button. You said one more a little bit ago. I guess you do want to go into timeout. If this is what we're doing, then okay. That's how it shall be. Boom. Dang. All those comments just white just disappeared at once. This chat is so dead. Oh, man. Really do not like the fact that the closest radar is Amarillo, or the closest working radar is Amarillo. That is a real bummer. Hey, Max, how you doing, Maine? Is there a new? Nope. Okay, so we've lost the tornado possible tag with this severe thunderstorm now. Hail size has dropped too. Yeah, this is the storm that we've been he's on the storm that we've been looking at. Oh, you're looking at Vince's stream? Trying to pull him up, but he and Brandon are doing their typical thing where they're practically right on top of each other. So as a result, I can only right now look at Brandon's stream on here from Radar Omega, that is. Unless I just find another way to click on his feed, but I kind of want to see what Brandon is doing. Oh, finally got a clear. Wow. Oh, wow. We finally got the stream to work well. That looks insane. That looks utterly insane. Wow. Like, that is a screenshot for the ages right there. Like, that is a screenshot for the ages right there, especially with those wind turbines spinning like they are right now. All the lightning, like, that is really cool. Stop telling crap jokes then. I keep telling you, said one more and then you were going to stop and you didn't. I warned you. At first, I wasn't going to time out you, and then you kept going. I was like, all right, this guy thinks I'm playing. Okay. Nothing serious. Just Wyatt doing his typical antics. Dang, Contingent's just like, no, we are not doing this today. Oh. Seeing additional movement on the right side of that storm here. Contingents is like, nah, man. This ain't it. Appreciate you, man. Says the guy who's trying to learn how to become a meteorologist. You can't do that. You know that you're only an admin on like one, maybe two of your channels. So any of the other ones that you do, he's just going to start trolling you. And I'm not going to stop him. I will not stop him. I'm just going to enjoy the show. Don't tell him you're going crazy. That's only going to incite him more. Don't. Oh, God. Uh-oh. This road looks a little bit wild here. Man, that is quite a sight, though. Wow, that is beautiful. I hope they're getting like actual pictures of this on the side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're inciting contingents to get you. Yeah, there's a lot of rising motion on that right side.
Insane vertical motion, right?
No, don't buffer on me, please. But I just can't get over the
Oh, it is ripping right next to us, guys. Just
look at that. Wow. That is awesome. I don't even care if this doesn't produce a 2000. This is just cool to watch. Like, if you're a weather nerd and you're seeing this, this is just great. This is just great. That's just really the best way to put it. This is great. Yes, take a picture, please. Like, this is like a gold mine right here. Just looking at that is like, if I was out there, like, I would be so happy to take a picture of that. Like, that kind of thing, like seeing that kind of storm is like cathartic for me. I do see some very weak rotation right here. Very weak. I wouldn't walk into it. Yes. Speaking of which, kind of seems like a little tail cloud right there, but man, this is just beautiful to watch. Like I said, Hang on a minute. Yeah, I do see it.
Plane that's gonna be right there. And everybody else is like, we gotta get south. We gotta get south.
Funnel. Here we go. It's going to happen right here in front of us on stream. Wow. Dude, even he looks happy. Come on. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it now. I don't know if that's a funnel, actually. I think that's just Scud, but it's going to try it. It is undoubtedly going to try it. Oh, hey, we're up to 12 people. If you're just tuning in here, we are watching a feed of a storm chaser right now. Oh, it was on Vince's stream. But he should be right next, but he's like right next to, but he's right next to Brandon, so. I don't know. I think they both. I called that one. But we're up to 10 people now. To anyone just joining in, welcome. We are looking at severe weather potential, including the threat for tornadoes across the New Mexico-Texas line here over the course of the next couple hours. So make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and smashing that share button as well. We want to try to get the word out to as many people as we can, because this wasn't necessarily a high. There wasn't really a high ceiling as far as severe potential.
You hear it whipping?
All right, looks like they're moving now. Wouldn't have happened if you didn't pull the antics, Wyatt. This storm looks really impressive here. I'm going to try to put it off on the side here. Oh, they tornado warned it now. Yeah, that looks intense. Even so, I'd love to be out there right now.
Right in front of us. I can't tell. That might be it. Right in front of us.
I hate that we're in this little bit of a radar hole pouch type deal. Okay, and it also looks like there is now a 2-inch hail report too. RI, huh?
A lot of left to right motion over there, just off to our left. It's all got me very, very intrigued.
I'd love to know that myself right now. Because, man, I can't see anything with this Amarillo radar, and that's the closest one I have to work with. Anywhere else, it's just kind of... Yeah, I do too, but...
We're going to have to get moving at some point.
All right, we're going to go back full screen. Yeah, there's a lot of rotation with this. If there's going to be a storm that does it, this one has the best chance. I got to get better CPU. I have to close it out and reopen it. All right, so looks like we're on to something here. Wait, is that... Wait, where's the tornado warning? Because I thought the polygon would be right in front of us. It's in Colorado. So I guess because of the way the radar is set up over here, we can't get a tornado warning on this storm. But over in Colorado, I guess it's a different story. We're going to stick with this storm for right now. I'm going to switch the radar to... was Colorado even in a 2% area? I don't think so. That's the weird part. Where is the warning for this storm, though? Little sneaky hook right here. Probably going to end up becoming rain wrapped if it does develop. Brandon seems closer, so we're going to stick with him. I thought not. I mean, it's just another one of those weird oddball days where everything wants to form outside of the main risk area. Western Plains is doing its magic again. So it looks like we might have lost that stream for a minute. Let's try Vences for a bit. See what happens with that. Hopefully we can get somebody up and running here. Okay. Survey says yes, and man, that looks intense.
Could go east and south, but I think it's best to go south and then east.
I think one of my favorite things when it comes to watching these guys and listening to them is listening to the lingo and the direction that they end up heading in those particular situations. Love that. Yeah. Yeah. It's not going to be any sort of major outbreak type setups this season, I don't think. It's just going to be these little small scale these small scale short features again, as we mentioned. Is that on Brandon's feed? Because I can't watch it right now. I can't see it. Oh, 70 mile per hour wind. Yeah, it was a scuttle. That's going to be our term. Scuttle. What do you guys think of that? Scuttle? Yeah, scud funnel. Scuttle. Yeah. Yeah, scuttle. It's got a good balance, doesn't it? It has like the first 3 letters and then the last like 4 the other. Right? Shut up, Wyatt. You guys suck. I'm calling it a scuttle, okay? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it a scuttle. Bite me. Also, this storm is now tagged for 70 mile per hour wind gust. So this is probably going to get the destructive severe thunderstorm warning tag in just a little bit here. Scuttle. Well, there it goes. There goes the stream for a moment. Let's see if we can switch over. How does the storm in Colorado look? Is it on the ground? Oh, snap. Oh, so you can get multiple guys on here. Scuttle. Oh, there's a hook in Colorado. Dang. If only I had multiple screens, I'd love to be able to switch over to that one too. Oh, geez, I just realized I didn't even update the, whatchamacallit. I didn't update the sub count. We're at 387, actually. I didn't put it to 379. I meant to add it up from 379 from the last stream. Yeah, the storm does look a little disorganized. I think we could probably go away for just a minute here.
Make sure you guys are smooshing that like and subscribe button.
He's smooshing. We're smooshing that like and subscribe button. I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at what's going on in Colorado. I mean, that storm's going to need a little bit of time to reorganize. And it's going to be battling some outflow issues as time goes on. Because like I said, it's going to be a very narrow corridor where it's going to be in highest tornado probability or tornado genesis probability. But like I said, it's going to be kind of one of those interesting situations where either it does it within the next hour or probably isn't going to do it at all. From what I'm seeing here, it's not all that. It's just got that sneaky little inflow notch. No, yeah, it's just a sneaky little inflow notch here, and it curls up here right at the bottom, kind of almost like a comma head more than anything. But whatever the case, if this does end up being on the ground, that's going to end up being rain wrapped. I can almost guarantee you that. It's a meh hook. That's what we'll call it, the meh hook. That's what we're seeing here. I guess one of you guys could, if you could, just keep an eye on Brandon or Vince's feed and see what he's got. And if something changes, of course, let me know, I suppose. I'm trying to get this little tornado warning indicator off the screen here. Yeah, it's a really... Yeah, I don't think this is going to last. I think we're going to go back to that storm down there. I mean, it was worth looking at for a split second, but yeah, this is going to probably die as quickly as it produces, if it even produces at all, which it probably isn't. But man, I think we might be going through another one of those years where, well, I'll probably tell you about that off stream. I don't want to necessarily sound like I'm bashing the National Weather Service, but I've been hearing about this one meme going around, and I'm going to talk about that. La Junta. La Vita. How about that one too? Almosa. Montevisa. Junta. Antonito. And I almost thought about smacking you as a result, too. How about that? Then again, you would like that. y'all want to make fun of me because I can talk well? Sheesh. Because I can speak proper English? Good grief. I knew you were going to say something stupid like that. You know, just because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Timing out Wyatt is funny, but don't think that I won't get you too. I play no favorites. So I guess we'll go ahead and watch their feed again, see what happens. Get over it. That's what I'm gonna say to that. La Junta. Ooh, look at that wall cloud that's trying to develop here. Come on, work for me, please. How else did you expect me to answer contingents? You don't even give that emoji or emoji or whatever.
So unfortunate the radar is down. The radar that is right next to the storm down.
So, Mia, the radar is down right next to the storm, so we can't look at any sort of velocity with it. The next closest radar is probably 40 miles away and having to look through mountains, so yeah. Oh, also contingents did something stupid. I could care less. I can care less. You know how heartless I can be. This is a pretty storm. This is a beautiful storm. Truly it is. Honestly, it's remarkable to look at. Hello, J. Mex. Do you think you can translate that one for me? Thank you, Max. I'm starting to get back into Spanish again, so maybe within the next few months I'll be better at this. But look how that's starting to slowly organize here. And this seems like it's on a great road for a lot of chase, for people to chase right now. No, don't talk to contingents, Jay. I'm just kidding. That doesn't matter. I'm just trying to troll contingents.
Sorry guys, I do not have data right now to check the donations or update the ticker.
Yeah.
We're currently still
There's been a storm as well in the, over towards Guam. Wyatt in particular has been talking about that one. It's a pretty big storm over there. It's Category 5 by our standards. It's a super typhoon over there towards the Pacific. So it's a potentially dangerous and very unfortunate situation that's ongoing there. Well, last time I saw it, it was in Guam. I haven't had too much of a chance to look at it today because I've been having to do some crazy weed eating today. All right. So in the meantime, as well, Who eats a lot of weed? Seaweed? I mean, there's nothing wrong with seaweed. I actually no, I don't even eat seaweed. I don't like that. Not into it. Look at this feature off to the left here. That means I was chopping down weeds with the weed eater. No, Max, he knows. No, Max, he's trying to troll. That's all it is. And he's failing. And he's failing miserably. He's failing miserably. Yeah, it still looks a little bit junky right now, though. It'd be nice if we could eventually maybe. Well, I wouldn't necessarily put a tornado warning on this yet. Or would I? I don't know. I mean, I can see the rotation, but it's not like it's incredible. Only problem is there's no stinking radar data that's worth anything right now. It's super frustrating. It's moving southeast at 30, so it's probably going to be a while before it's within better range of the Amarillo radar. It's probably going to be another hour if it holds together that long. Okay, so we got 3 admin on right now. But so my next question is this. Where is Baconator? Don't make me summon you with that name. Oh, Wendy's. Wendy's. Okay, I'm taking that a little bit too far. Contingents, if you could DM Baconator and tell him if he is available to get his backside onto the stream, please. Of course, the second I look away. Significant lowering. Let's go ahead and see. Is it on oh wow. Oh wow. It looks better and better each time we look at it on here. Oh, it's Vince. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at Vince then. But in either case, man, this is incredible to look at. Ah, great. They're right on top of each other. I was looking at Brandon's. But yeah, they both got a good view of it. You're good. But yeah, apparently both of them have a pretty good view. That's for sure. So how long have we been live, I wonder? It's probably been about, what, an hour? There's still so much to fix with this stream. Okay, not even an hour yet. Okay, cool. I guess we gotta go full screen. Slapadoodle-pee. What? What was that? What is that supposed to be, Max? Slapadoodle-pee. Dang. It's not like a. Uh, you did a thing. That's all. It's all right. It is all right. I need verification of this now. Wait, hang on a minute. That looks like a very scary looking scud cloud and a very suspicious looking scud cloud at that. Hmm. A plane would probably, if a plane went through that, that would probably be some of the worst turbulence they have ever experienced. Yeah, it is. I figured it was eventually going to get rain wrapped. I actually called that about maybe 20 minutes ago. Oh, that was perfect, Tommy. He said it, I know, after I said that. Oh my gosh. That's kind of funny. But yeah, Max, if a plane flew through that, that would probably be some of the worst turbulence that they've dealt with. And if they're too low to the ground, they might very well crash. That's why more often than not, when you see a storm like that, you just turn away and say, nope. That's always what I was told. If you can see an updraft like that, just get away and say, nope. All right. Well, this is looking like it's going to be impressive for a minute. Maybe we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, when you see something like that, the best thing to do is turn away and say, nope, nope, nope. The heck with this, I'm out. If you can't appreciate that, then you probably have a death wish. Is Brandon still harping about that KFDX radar not working? It's a heck of a time for it not to be working. They're going to head west so they can find somewhere to sit and see what this storm does. Well, hello to all 11 of you that are watching, by the way. You guys are freaking awesome. And we are currently looking at somebody, Brandon Kopic here, excuse me. We are looking at a Storm Chasers feed as they're tracking a storm that has tornado potential, but because the radar is down over there currently in New Mexico, right between the line on Texas and New Mexico, they aren't able to get a lot of data. So it's a little bit sketchy of a situation for them to be dealing with right now. And that's partially why they're not getting so close to this storm. But it's an amazing storm to look at. It's a pretty spooky looking storm too, if you ask me. Big time hail's been reported with this, about 2 inches in diameter. And at one point, even 70-mile-per-hour winds. So this storm has some venom with it, so to speak. So if you happen to be in the path of this storm, yeah, you might want to get into your safe spot just in case, because who knows what this thing could do. It is in an environment where tornadoes are possible, though, as well. So that should also be taken into account. That being said, hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and hit the share button. Area of interest is Grady right now. Grady, New Mexico. We can't look at it, Max. The radar that's right next to the storm is down, and then the other radar site that we were looking at, it's stuck. It's like stuck in like a dead zone. So essentially, I can't look at anything other than reflectivity on that radar right now until the storm eventually clears out, which is going to be a while since the storm's moving at 30 miles an hour. So kind of in a weird situation here, which is the same thing that these guys are actually dealing with as well. But I'll go out of the live just to show you exactly what's going on here. Oh, they finally issued a tornado warning for this storm. They finally went ahead and did it. Maybe now they might be clearing that little dead zone with the Amarillo radar. Maybe the storm has finally cleared it. Hard to say, but well, it's partially been cleared, but it's still really messy over here. But we can kind of see something going on right here. There's very notable but relatively weak rotation right now. But as of right now, just north of Grady here, looks like that's going to be where our rotation is most likely going to end up being right now. So, yeah, if you're over towards Broadview, Bellevue, I would take shelter. Grady, I think this is going to miss you right now, unless it takes a little jog to the left here. So, probably still could get to your safe spot, but I think you guys should be fine. That being said here, anyone on Route 209 here, you need to also probably be blasting to the south, maybe, I would say, after blasting off to the east here. You don't want to be caught in the path of the storm, even if there isn't a tornado, because this storm has a history of producing some pretty large hail. You don't want your windshield getting cracked or broken, because we have no idea just what size hail it could be producing now. It already has produced up to 2-inch hail. It's produced a little more than 1/4-inch hail as well. So it is something that you need to be taking extra close precautions on. By the way, Max, this is the radar site that I'm talking about. This little red circle right here. That was the one that I was talking about where we weren't able to get radar data for about 30 minutes as far as velocities, because right over here, notice that's where we were a little bit ago, and because of that we couldn't see anything, so we were blind. Tornado on the ground now. We have a touchdown apparently. This is on one of these guys' streams here. Let's go ahead and take a look. There it is. Tornado on the ground, folks. Tornado on the ground. It just lifted as fast as it touched down, too. Could recycle and do it again. The storm is really ramped up over the last 20 to 30 minutes here, so we could be seeing another touchdown in just a little bit here. I'm going to try and do a thing here. Yeah, I would too, honestly. I do not disagree with you in the slightest. Dang it, I can't find that siren. Uh-oh, looks like we've lost picture. Okay, there it is. It's come back. I don't know what just happened there. Got a lot of phlegm on my throat right now. So if you hear me clearing it, having to clear it a few times, I apologize. There's that funnel. It's not on the ground right now. It's not touching down at the moment. We got a funnel, though. We do have a funnel. Or we did. I think it's gone for now. But yeah, this wall cloud is reorganizing, though. You can see the scud going up into it, and the rotation is definitely on the increase here. Look at that. You can see the motion here. Yeah, even then, inflow or RFD is still going to be a big thing with this storm here. I mean, it already had attack for 70-mile-per-hour winds at one point, so it wouldn't surprise me if it got back up to that again. But yeah, he might need to move because that is getting a little bit closer. Look at it. It's cycling very fast now. Oh man, this is an amazing storm to look at. It's also got a really ominous look to it. Look at that green sky that's in the background here, in the backdrop. This is it's a lot of lightning. This storm is definitely starting to ramp up here. Like I said, guys, if you're watching now, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel or if you've been watching a few of these streams for a bit here. We're still in the process of improving this. And also, if you want to help with that process, donations are also available. But that it's not something that you are obligated to do. If it's something that you feel is on your heart, go right ahead. That being said, we have a tornado warned storm here right behind storm chaser Vince Welty as he repositions to get a better look here. This dropped a tornado very briefly and could very well drop another one yet again. So let's make sure we're on our P's and Q's here if you happen to be in this area. We're going to put his stream over to the side here for a moment so that way we can get a look at radar here really quickly. Yeah, the rotation is not as impressive on radar. Like, it was good a couple of minutes ago, but now we kind of lost it. We'll go ahead and run this in a loop real quick, and we'll head off his stream. If we need to come back, we will. We're at the comma. I'm glad they didn't put an E on the end of that name, because then that would have made me and a lot of other Dragon Ball Z fans happy. Very limited data because of where we are in relation to some of the mountains over here towards eastern New Mexico. So it's not like there's a lot of data that we have to work with here. We only have maybe a couple of good scans at best. But that's what we're looking at right now as we have this tornado warned storm here that is moving away from Grady as we speak. It's also going to be interesting to see how this thing continues to develop here. There's still a good couplet, but it's not as impressive as what we were seeing before. There might be a new storm trying to flank, new meso that's trying to develop here just north of Grady as well. So we could be seeing a couple of different points of rotation here in a minute. We'll go ahead and look at the we can see the shape better on KLBB. Okay. I think that's the one that's just south of here. All right, let's see if we can get that going. Yep, I was right. That was Lubbock. just to the south. We'll see if this will load. Hopefully it does. If it does, that's really helpful. If not, then crap baskets. But survey says it's going to take its sweet time at the very least. Oh, wait a minute. What in the world? Is this from yesterday? Guess while waiting to load, I might as well take a look at that because I couldn't stream yesterday. I tried to actually for a moment. Yeah, that was yesterday. Oh, that was late too. Okay. So now we finally got the radar up. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Yeah, I still see something. It's not the most impressive thing. It's looking like it's becoming a little bit more broad, but again, I think this is trying to cycle. I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at these guys again now. Looks like they're starting to get into the rain now. So they're going to have a harder time getting a good visual on the storm here at this point. I'm going to get his feet off my screen for a moment here. Okay, yep. It's kind of what I was referring to. I was thinking that that little area to the south here could redevelop. And we might be seeing that, but they might have to drop south so that way they can get a view of it. And they might have to go on a 19 to get things going again, to keep with it for a little bit. Road network is not an ally right now as far as they're concerned. Oh, come on. Give me reflectivity. I accidentally clicked velocity like an idiot. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that's getting rain wrapped. That could become a problem down the line. Oh, they're gonna try to try to stay east and flood watches to the northwest of, or flood warnings to the northwest of Grady now. Man, that's an ominous shelf cloud. Looks like we're having some trouble with this feed. Yep. There that goes. Crap. Let's try events if we can get to them. We'll look at. I want to take a look at some of the forecasted rainfall totals with this in a minute, but I gotta get one of these guys up. I might need to do something real quick. I might need to step away for a minute. Not going anywhere necessarily. Yeah, I'm trying to get over to events, but there we go. Let's try and see if we can click it now. Yep, there it is. We'll just take them full screen for a couple of minutes and see what happens. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's much better. Storm looks like it is trying to organize a little bit more. Man, that sky looks crazy. I will be right back. I need to go ahead and do something real quick. Uh-oh. PDS warning. Whoa. Okay. All right. We're going to have to step away from the stream for just a minute. I'm sorry. It's a PDS warning. Is it a PDS tornado warning? Come on. That does look impressive on radar now. Some big time hail starting to develop. Uh, yeah, probably are some delayed reports. Yeah, I'm glad it's in this rural area as well. We'll have to cut his stream off for a minute. See. Let's see the yeah, there are people living there, but there aren't many, thankfully. Large and extremely dangerous tornado. And this was when? This is at mountain time. Oh wow. This is moving 10 miles an hour too. This is a interesting situation here. I do think this is going to stay south of Broadview and Bellevue, thankfully. So I think this is going to stay rural, thankfully. It could be. I just don't really see it being a wedge. Yeah, maybe somebody inexperienced might have called it in. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing them, but that could be the thing. Oh, I gotta step away again. I'll be right back. Yeah, it does look like it's about to produce something gnarly. That is a nasty hook over there. I really hope that that doesn't produce as it tries to head towards Broadview. That'd be really, really bad. Because it does seem like it's kind of changing direction just a little bit. Would really hope that somehow this town does not get caught up in that. Because if it goes in the current direction where that polygon is, that could pass right in between the two. All right, let's go ahead and look at velocity. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't like what I'm seeing. I see an echo hole, and then on top of that, I'm seeing a pretty strong couplet here and an echo hole there. So that could be a big time problem. Let's just hope that somehow this doesn't become a problem. Wait. Oh, it's moving more south than it is east, so I think that's still going to spare the town. Even so, this is getting a little bit more ominous looking by the minute. That little raindrop right there is real pain. Can't really see past it. May hear a little language from these guys. If so, I apologize to anyone that might be sensitive to that. But that's just nature of the beast out there. Yeah, I feel like this will produce any minute. It could at any given time, and it wouldn't surprise me. I haven't fixed the update, Wyatt, so don't use that right now. I haven't even had a chance to do that. Phone hasn't even been working over the past couple of days. Oh, wow. I think that was Vince saying that he can't even open the door. No, that wasn't RFD he's talking about. He's talking about inflow, which means they're out ahead of this thing. Hey, he wiped it off. Thank goodness. Like that raindrop that was right there in the middle of the camera was driving me nuts. I'm not gonna lie. And look at that motion. Uh, yeah, this could produce a big one at any time. The inflow is that strong that's usually a pretty dangerous sign that this could produce a big tornado. Now, it was just more based off the direction that they were in. You're good, though, man. It is all good. But look at this motion, dude. That is crazy. Uh-oh. They're probably going to get away from this hail now. Try to stay ahead of the rain and the precip, because there's going to probably be some really big hail with this in a minute. I would expect probably at least golf ball size, if not bigger. Yeah, they got to get away. Yep. That was a good call, contingents. That was almost perfect. We both thought this storm was going to recycle, but you started to see it becoming more of a monster before I did. It's pretty good. It's impressive. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. I mean, they're out of that little radar hole area that they were in earlier, so I'm not sure what's going on in their end. Uh-oh. Somebody seems like they're about to get Vince pretty mad. I just heard that, contingents. I think you're maybe like a second ahead of me. So this is confirmed on the ground again. This is not what we want to see. This is a potentially large tornado that could be developing on the ground right now. I'm hoping that the sirens have gone up here. We're buffering. Yeah, but I think you're actually like a second ahead of me. I got a little bit more up on my screen right now with the whole streaming thing going on, so any information that you're giving me still helps. Make no mistake. Yeah, pretty much. They do stream together. You're doing updates on Discord? Nah, focus on here. I mean, If you can get any pictures, put them on Discord. But right now, I think we should focus on the stream. They still haven't moved it yet. Oh, you're watching the stream on Discord. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, definitely do that then. Uh-oh. Might have done something that I didn't mean to do. Yeah, we're starting to lose his feed just a little bit. If a siren pops up in just a second, that was me. I was not trying to get that to happen, though. Apparently, it's doing its own thing. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, it's just a lot of stupidity seeming to go on. Hopefully, this guy leaves Vince alone. I mean, come on, man. Uh-oh. Wow, not even on power wind. Is this on the same, is that on the same storm? Wow, that's crazy. All right, I need these guys to get out of here though. They're very close. Come on, guys, get out of there. Get out of there. I think there is something behind them. I just can't see it. It's wrapped in rain. This is getting a little bit dangerous now. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then it still seems like they're in like a weird spot with the whole radar situation right now. So it's hard to say, contingents. It really is. It's frustrating to them. It's frustrating to me. So I'm like, dang, man, I wish there was something I could do to help. Yeah, do not. Yeah, if by some chance you think it's a good idea to follow these chasers, do not. This is very dangerous stuff. Oh my goodness, 92.4 mile per hour wind clocked from the RFD. Good. Yeah, there's got to be a violent tornado in there. I'm just thankful that for the most part, this is really rural territory. So there's a decent chance that this may not hit anything. It still can hit someone's house, but the likelihood of it is a lot lower. But even so, this can still cause a lot of harm because there are a lot of chasers out here right now. Excuse the language, but I think there was a bolt of lightning that was right next to him. It's getting serious out there right now. Tornado confirmed on the ground. No surprises there. And this is without us looking at radar. I mean, it's nuts. Oh my goodness. Contingents, look at this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they just drove away from that just in time because this is the road they're on right here. That is insane. I am so glad that this is in a rural area. This could be a violent monster right here. I don't even know if I want to look at gate to gate, dude. Like that looks terrifying. Hey, contingents, well, it looks like they finally did. It took them long enough, but my gosh. Over 100 plus gate to gate. Easy. Probably more than that. Well, the good news is, Wyatt, this is not in a populated area. This is in a rural area, so there's no issues there. I'm seeing close to 120 gate to gate. Maybe even more. Yep, 122. But whoever's on this road right now, whoever's on 209 right now, they need to get the hell out of there. Why does Vince sound like he's going to cry? Why is all this stuff happening when I step away from the stream? Hey, Max, things are beginning to ramp up here. But yeah, those guys need to get away. Well, yeah, this storm has ramped up, and it's almost like it's coming after them. So I can't blame them. This is some scary stuff, man. Like I couldn't see a tornado, but I did see those rain bands starting to rotate around, almost as if there was something shrouded behind the rain in the bear's cage. But nonetheless, man, like this is not a storm to play with. This storm is not. Trust me, they're trying to get out of there as fast as they can. I think they're out of the path of the tornado for right now, but nonetheless, man. I can't blame Vince if he is scared. All of a sudden, and just watch this thing evolve into the kind of monster that it did within such a short time frame. That's nuts. Oh no. Do you think we could maybe, I don't want to say it, but do you think maybe we could be dealing with a potential El Reno type situation? There were a lot of chasers out there. No, but yeah, Reed's fine. If he's in Dominator 3. Ah, crap. Yeah, I think they're safe now. I think Vince and them are safe. But anyone who didn't make it south in time, this could be a problem. This could be a huge problem. This is not the situation that you want to see. We're hoping that. Yeah, get underground because this is not the type of storm that you want to be dealing with above ground. There's a good chance that, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, you may not survive it. Yeah, they got south just in time. We could see something here in just a minute too. Here comes the rain band right here. You can see the edge of the leading edge of it right here. My goodness. What a situation this has turned into. Vince is trying to spread the warning. Large and extremely dangerous tornado. We could be seeing it in just a second here, Max. Keep an eye on this rain shaft right here. There's a chance that we could be seeing it. Not going to say that we will, because this is heavily wrapped in rain. Oh, yeah, this is almost like a Gerald situation, maybe even worse. I'm just hoping somehow that this just doesn't hit anything. If there's some chance that it doesn't, I'll be super grateful. All right, well, in that case, I might try and see if I can do the siren here. I don't have it well set up yet. We're going to have to work on that tonight before I go to bed, if at all possible, guys. Like, if there's any way I can figure out how to get that soundboard to work, I'm going to try to get that siren up and running that I made a while back. And really, over the course of the next couple of days, we might need to talk about some other stuff on Discord to kind of help get things organized. So that way I can just kind of push things forward a bit. Because this kind of situation is no good, that's for sure.
For the folks that are offended by me saying that people need to get the F out of here, I'm sorry. I guess get off the stream. I'm sorry. You guys don't understand what a serious situation this is. You heard the radio communications. If you didn't back up, there's multiple people concerned about chasers getting hit by this. We have got to treat this extremely seriously. This is a very strong velocity couplet north of Highway 288.
Tell them, Vince, because I don't think they get it. I don't think they get it at all. I'm just hoping that everyone that was behind Vince and Brandon got out of there. Because it's ironic that nearly 10 years to the day, by about a week, was the El Reno situation, and chasers were lost on that day. I would really hope that we do not see a repeat of that anytime soon. He's in the rain curtains. I still think he's safe, though. Oh, listen. Max, remember that storm we were looking at earlier? Yeah, I'm about to show you now. This has gotten out of hand very quickly. And I'm slightly worried that some chasers might have gotten hit by this. Because a couple of scans ago, that, which is still crazy looking in its own right, was looking like this if I can get it to work. In fact, Vince and Brandon, they barely got out of there in time. Okay, is it working? But look at these last couple of scans here. This velocity couplet has been psychotic. That's really the best way to describe it. Yeah, I think it should pass just north of them. Yeah, look at that. It's nuts, isn't it? Yeah, very, very dangerous situation. There were also a lot of chasers behind them. Some of them I don't think got out of the way in time. I sure hope that they did somehow. Rotation actually looks like it's on a slight decrease. If it is, I think we should be okay. I think they should be okay. But my concern now kind of shifts towards any of those other chases that they were talking about. We likely have seen a large and potentially destructive tornado go through this area here. This is heading towards Claude, by the way. It's moving at a snail's pace. So if this does reach you in Claude, make sure you are in your safe place. And it needs to be somewhere underground, because if this is still a big tornado on the ground and it somehow maintains its strength, you're not going to survive this above ground. This is basically just going to be almost like a Gerald type situation where the tornado is just going to sit around and just tear everything up. So if you're not above ground, I don't like your chances. I'm just gonna say that now. I hate to sound like that, but it needs to be said. Yeah, there will be a lot of debris. No, it could not. It will not be that, Wyatt. There's not enough parameters for this one to last that long. Only thing with this storm is just how quickly it spun up, and then the fact that it's moving so slow. If anything, if there was any comparison to be made, I would say Gerald, the 1997 Gerald tornado. Maybe not so much as intensity. Why are you saying thank God? Do you know about the Gerald tornado, Wyatt? You need to study that one, because you wouldn't be saying that if you knew. Gerald is not a nice memory for anyone. No, it doesn't matter which one. This is more. All right. Anyway, though. Okay, so the radar is doing its little weird spazzy, any weird spazzing type thing. Okay, what the heck is going on here? And I mean, it sounds like I'm laughing, but I'm kind of like, okay, this is not the time for the radar to be doing this right now. Just a Wyatt, you don't get it. I think you need to look up Gerald again. I really think you should look up Gerald again, because if you were saying that, if you knew about Gerald as much as I would expect you to, then you wouldn't be saying it's just a Gerald. Yeah. But why? But you can't say just a Gerald type F5. And remember, it's premature to give this a rating because we're looking only at velocities of 300 feet below the ground. But yes, Drew, speak it, man. This is and also yes, this is on the Texas, New Mexico line. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with the radar here, but everything's kind of going to mush here the last little bit. Let me see if I can switch radars. Has this entered Texas yet? That's my other question. Hard to say right now. Either way, all I do know is that this is not what we want to see. 80 mile per hour wind gust just came through on the reports here. Gosh. Yeah, it's premature to rate the tornado. All we can do is go off the velocity, which is about like what, maybe 500 feet above the ground. We don't know what's going on at the ground level, so we can't make a rating ourselves. We have to see the damage, and that's if it hits anything, which we hope it really doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. This is not something that any of us want to see here. Rotation seems like it's still going. Might be trying to ramp back up, maybe. Let's hope that somehow this slows down a little bit more. It's got a long way to go before it gets to Claude. Probably maybe even another 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look because this is pretty much the only game in town here, really. I feel so weird typing this, and it's almost kind of haunting in a way. 10:26 my time, so that's at least another 40 minutes or so. If it holds together, though, it will hit Claude. That's what I'm worried about. It's not a large town, but nonetheless. Yeah, it's moving away. Well, that's good. Well, I think Vince and Brandon are more so driving away just to make sure they don't get caught up in the path. But even so, they're in a strong pocket of wind here. It looks like this area right here actually is inflow. If that storm is not going anywhere as far as intensity is concerned. Like, it is not going to be weakening very quickly if that holds up. If that gets any closer to the storm, I'm really concerned at that point. Like, that is either way, this is crazy. I wasn't expecting this at all. I wonder if they'll be able to get a view of it from the backside. But man, that's nuts. That is nuts. CC drop? Oh no. Not surprising, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and look at it. Because I don't know what the heck Brandon and Vince are going to be able to see right now. I don't see a CC drop right now. Well, maybe I should set it into motion. I kind of see it. It's weird. It looks really odd. It's not something that we're used to seeing. But there is something there very faintly over 209. Yeah, it could be. I think I did, but I did switch back towards the Amarillo radar because I think, what was it? KLBB was doing a weird thing when it was coming to velocity, so I was just kind of getting away from that. Dude, what in the world? There we go. Let's try and see if we can get back to that radar. If it'll let me. Yeah, it's hard to say right now, at least from this angle. But I can't look it up right now for whatever reason. Maybe I have to stop the loop. Come on. Work with me here, please. All right, I guess we're going to have to switch radar sites the manual way because right now, with the way this is going, it's not working. Yeah, but we've been seeing this kind of thing a lot this year, honestly, Drew. Just been one of those years where you kind of have to just expect everything. Because there have been several times this year where we've been on stream and we've seen tornado warnings, even today, actually. For example, in Colorado, there was just a. This is just a regular thunderstorm threat, no tornado risk at all, not even a 2%. Yet we had a tornado warning, or several tornado warnings actually, in Colorado today. So a lot of crazy stuff going on, man. A lot of crazy stuff. Okay, so I can't really see anything from this radar side either. It's weird, man. Claude has. Is that where the population. Is that Claude, supposedly? I'm gonna guess this is probably gonna be the CC drop. I don't even know, man. Like, this isn't a. It's not easy to get a good picture with this. I'm gonna guess that's it, but or, I don't know. It just looks so. It's really messy either way. No matter which radar site I go to, which is really frustrating. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and see what Vince and Brandon could be seeing now. They should be starting to get towards that backside of the storm or closer to it. I'm going to switch back to Amarillo because I can't really see anything. I was getting a better picture from Amarillo, at least on my end. If anyone else on Radar Omega is seeing a better picture from the Lubbock side, let me know. It'd be really nice if this side over here would have worked, but some things are just out of your control, I suppose. All right, we'll go ahead and look at Brandon since he seems like he's a little closer. I'm going to take this full. He's on the move. Man, that sky looks really ominous.
Turning eastbound on 16, it is big.
Yeah, I think it is too. If that tornado lifted, it might drop another one. We can't rule that out at this point. We definitely cannot rule that out at this point. Look at the whole storm. Look at this part of the storm up here. The entire thing's starting to spin. Look at that. You can kind of see the entire storm starting to spin. Like pretty easily actually, if I were to say so myself. So this isn't done yet. Like, it's far from finished. Oh man, swirl on reflectivity like it's potentially occluding. If only I had more CPU, this would be easier. I think that's what I'm going to focus a lot of my effort on over the next month, especially as we draw towards hurricane season. I just don't have the funds right now, which really sucks. Daggone it. Like a cinnamon roll? Okay. I guess we'll go back to reflectivity and take a look now. I mean, we've looked at everything else but reflectivity at the moment. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's all up in here. Still as rain wrapped as it could be. Yeah, look. Wow, look at that. And it's going to stay rain wrapped regardless, but there's a good inflow notch in there, so it's not like this storm is just suddenly going to dissipate. This storm is very healthy to start out. Let's just start with. would be really nice if this this little surge of rain starts to undercut the updraft here, and then this storm will probably dissipate after that. This is the only tornado warned storm that we got, so we can focus all of our attention on this. Man, 90-mile-per-hour winds too to go with this. That is unbelievable. Yeah. There's no way anyone's going to be able to see this. If you're crazy enough to get into the bear's cage, you might, but that might be a temporary reward before you get your real prize. And that real prize isn't really a prize, so to speak. That might be a lot more trouble than you're ready to handle, unfortunately. Gosh. Wow. I wasn't expecting this today. I mean, even with the 5% area, I mean, you never know what can happen, but good grief. Like, I was thinking it was going to stay at a 2% area, but to see it ramp up like this was insane. Oh, that's probably going to do it. I'm relatively confident, as much as I don't want to. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, I hope these guys are careful, because they could end up in another situation like that last time, like that last little bit. Hopefully, they have an escape route in mind a little bit faster, so that way they aren't so close. Because chances are they're just not gonna see it. Okay, let's go full screen here. Man, this thing is a beast. Yeah. So he's driving towards clear skies, and then I guess he's going to maybe try to take a turn and maybe get another look at it. Hard to say. Struggling with the stream, but yep, I figured that was going to probably happen. Let's go ahead and try and look at Vince. Maybe we'll get a better view from him. Contingents, is there any chance that we may know what's happening with some of these other chasers, like Daniel Shaw, etc.? Is everybody safe at the moment? All the chasers that were out there right now? Man, look at the structure of this storm. That's insane. That's unreal. The thing is, this storm has so much instability to work with too, so it's not like it's just one factor that's keeping this storm going. We have multiple parameters in play that are going to keep this going for a good bit longer, to say the least. And with as slow as it's moving, that could very well can help it continue as well here. This is moving to the southeast. It's an odd setup, to say the least. Uh-oh. We don't need another wall cloud forming. And Clovis is not a small town. That much I do know. So we don't want that. We don't want that at all. This is not what we're wanting to hear. That's for sure. Is that dust? Is that dust right there? Wow, look at the lightning. Look at the lightning. That's insane. This storm is nothing short of incredible. It truly is. For a storm that wasn't really expected to have incredible tornado potential, well, for an environment that wasn't expected to have crazy tornado potential. Yep, there's dust out here. That's inflow going into the storm. Yeah, it was a really odd. I don't really know how to describe this setup. Because when I looked at it this morning, I wasn't impressed. But look at that inflow that's going into the storm. That's what that dust was. Like, that is crazy. Like, truly, this is. It's amazing. Wow. Just look at this. Just this storm has me almost speechless. Just look at that structure. And this is in a state that we normally don't, towards New Mexico, where we don't necessarily expect to see tornadoes like this or supercells like this. Every once in a while it'll happen. But, man. Yep. What was it? I could almost compare it in some ways, not entirely, to that one storm, Saragossa, Texas. That one storm that we were talking about, that we were looking up years ago, that we were looking up, that hit back in like the 80s or something. Yeah, Max, I'm honestly almost speechless. Like, this is insane. Just unbelievable. Whoever is still watching, you are a trooper, but we are watching an incredible thunderstorm with a tornado warning on it, and at one point dropped a violent, what probably could have been a violent tornado that hopefully didn't hit anybody or anything. Yep. Yep, and it just keeps the storm going. Look at all that lightning. Wow. There are planes taking off while this is going on. Are you serious? Are you serious? Hello, FAA? Hello, FAA? These guys should be grounded. Nah, you don't want to walk to this. I wouldn't either. And I like being out in storms. I like taking pictures, but this is not one I want to mess with. Yeah, this is an unbelievable. I mean, to put it lightly, I have a little bit of a background when it comes to planes. not a great one.
Evan,
Like it's a long story. My whole experience with planes and even a little bit of military background, but simply put,
going to Farwell, and then I'm going to go due
like
east. I think
I just don't
Mako East, but Mako
I don't
East.
get why there's planes taking off right now with this out here. Yeah, this storm is basically an atom bomb base if you were to like go off of energy.
There is definitely a lowering still in here. Looking at that.
Just wow, man, that's like I'm glad I streamed tonight because at one point I mean when I saw it go up to 5%, I was like maybe I should do it, and I'm glad I did. But if it went up to two, if it only stayed at two, I don't know, man.
He is using our
Couplet ramp back up.
properly licensed here. Set an excellent example for the world of weather YouTubers. You folks are welcome to watch that as well. He is doing a radar breakdown. If anybody was wondering it.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at the couplet real quick. We'll go to velocity at the moment. Oh boy, this look like no, I see it. No, I see it. And then there's that point of inflow that I was talking about right here. So somewhere down here, maybe towards where this road is on this line, this county line, we could see it do it again. We may very well see it do it again.
Chats if I've missed any of them.
Let me know when you pass this T intersection here with all the car stuff. We've been sitting here. I'm just curious, because you're going to go way out in front of us. We can't even go.
I think apparently I'm way ahead of you.
Yeah, we just updated. Dang it.
I thought you were already south on 108.
I'm sitting here literally at 108 trying to go south, but literally I'm sitting right here. I don't know how the hell I missed you.
Hmm.
Yeah, if I would have known.
Man, just look at that lightning. It's nonstop. In case you didn't know, lightning is an indicator for an intensifying thunderstorm if you're seeing more consistent lightning. Yeah, but that's pretty much as good as it's going to get between that and Lubbock. I mean, both of them are pretty far away. So it's a pretty crummy situation across the board as far as radar is concerned. Brandon might be caught in some chaser convergence. Look at that inflow still going.
Yeah, this is a stop sign up here, so
Still cranking. Oh, it's a stop sign. Okay. It's still pretty tight on base velocity. That might be a problem. It looks like it, unfortunately, Drew. This pretty much has been the setup the entire week.
140 of our $400 goals. So thank you guys all so much for your donations.
Yeah.
Through,
No, I think some of these are chasers, Max. I think a decent number of these guys are chasers, actually. But even so, they're probably trying to get away from the storm, too. Yeah, there was a lot of chaser convergence today. We were worried at one point that when that first tornado had dropped, that maybe, but we were worried earlier that one of those that those chasers might have been hit by that first tornado. No word on anything, any injuries or anything like that. Yeah, I think everybody might have gotten out in time, but if not, then this could be a big problem. Hoping that nothing went wrong there.
This is making it very hard to see. I just made a left.
Yeah, we don't even know if there's another tornado on the ground, if there's still a tornado on the ground or not. I lean towards no, but I think this is going to probably reproduce or produce another tornado.
This is probably going to be dumb, but I'm going to stop at this 66 and do a slash and go.
So 3/4.
Man, I'm stopping at a gas station. Typical storm chasing stuff right there.
If you're pulling out by the time I'm going by, I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, it's not occluding at all. It is definitely not occluding from what I've seen on radar at this point. If it was occluding, it would have done so already at this point. This thing is still very much thriving or feeding off the energy that it has in front of it. Brandon's getting gas. Guess we'll go ahead and take a look at radar now. Question becomes just how long will this storm go on for? My gosh. Well, thankfully this storm will end up avoiding Clovis, but we still look like we got a 60 mile per hour wind report just to the south of there. And then Bovina might have to watch you guys down the line as this storm continues to move onward to the southeast here. Storm has attacked for 80 mile per hour winds and 2-inch hail as well as the tornado. PDS warning. Probably going to have this warning be extended. No surprises there. At one point when I was picking up on 120 gate to gate, maybe even more than that. Yeah, the fact it's probably stronger than that. I'm almost certain of it, to be honest. But considering the radar sites that we have to work with, it's hard to say. But even so, this is a big time problem. Like, I'm trying to figure out the greatest area of rotation. I'm gonna guess it's right here. It's kind of hard to say right now for sure. I guess Brandon went to the gas station also, not only to fill up, but also link up with Vince and rendezvous and maybe try to get back on the storm here. It's not going to be hard for them to do, considering that it's only moving at 5 miles an hour. Nonetheless, still very dangerous. Okay, so that tornado warning has probably been allowed to expire for the moment, but I do expect a reissue. If they don't reissue that, then I think there's something gravely wrong. Sirens going off. What in the heck just happened? Uh-oh. He's getting closer to that storm. The storm is catching up to Brandon, so he's trying to get out of the winds. The inflow and RFD. But yeah, we're pretty much still on the same storm, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, this is getting pretty crazy. It's been pretty crazy. It just does not seem like it's going to be slowing down anytime soon. EAS. Uh-oh. It's an EAS message coming through on Brandon's phone here as we're looking at the new tornado warning getting issued. And we have 110 gate to gate, apparently. Wow, this is nuts, man. Yeah, Brandon's trying to get the heck out of there right now. And I can't even blame him in the slightest.
You guys know anybody in this area, tell them to take shelter now. This is not a storm to mess with.
Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Wow. For him to say that is not a joke. So if you know anybody, if by any chance that any of you, even though it's a handful of you, know anyone in this area, get them to shelter right now. Don't settle for a no, or maybe I got tumbleweeds flying at Mach 520 or whatever. Wow. Looks like Brandon and Vince got separated there. Vince got caught on a different road, and it looks like he's just having a blast out of there. Some dangerous stuff, man. This is surreal to watch, man. Starting to lose texture on Brandon's feed as he's switching to night stream or night vision. They're trying to link back up. Vince sounds like he's getting sandblasted here. Whenever he tries to get out the car, just shows how insane this storm really is. All right, we're gonna get off this right here. Okay, I'm not sure as to why there's not a new tornado warning with this, but we'll just assume that it is, because honestly, at this point, I don't see how it doesn't. Let's look at some reports while we're at it. That's hail. That's not what we were looking for. Storm chaser, no remark. Okay, that's the one that we saw on stream. At this point, we are back in Texas, looking to see what's going to happen next with this storm here. So we're still hanging around with 6 people at the moment. See what happens with this storm here. We're gonna just basically take a moment and wait to see what's happening next. We're not gonna be looking at the stream for a moment, or at least not Brandon's stream, because it looks like we're kind of losing texture as he's switching into more of a night vision type mode. Maybe we can see what's happening with Vince's stream. It looks a little bit smoother at the moment. But he's having to get away from the storm too, so that's one reason why I was kind of on the fence about it. We'll watch him for a little bit though. I have no idea, honestly, Max. It's crazy.
There's a road that goes north up here. I don't know if I'm gonna take it or not. We'll see how the winds are doing.
Like, this storm is unbelievable. Like, this has been unreal. Yeah, that's what I've seen now. Destructive with the, I think it still has the 80 mph tag with it now. But yeah, 2-inch hail, tornado possible as well. So can't get off of that. Yeah.
Look at that storm. You can still make out the structure on it.
Yeah, it's very easy to make the structure out on this. It's unbelievable. This storm is going to be one that we're talking about on Discord for a bit here, contingents. Like, I hope you've taken a couple of screenshots here and there. Yeah, the lightning is unbelievable. Like, this is one of the craziest storms that I've seen on stream since April, honestly. Well, no, since the Linnaeus storm, actually. Linnaeus was pretty crazy, too. Oh, excuse me. Bumped the mic. But, I think that might have been where we had met you, Max. I don't know. Maybe it was like maybe a stream after that. I don't know for sure, but contingents, you remember the Linnaeus storm. The Linnaeus tornado that we saw on stream that night. Need to get something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. All right. He's pretty far away now, so he shouldn't have any dust issues. He's probably going to take some pictures of this. Can't blame him either. At this point, though, that much dust flying around, I can't blame him for wanting to just get the heck away from that thing. Look at that plane getting away. Hurling or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember. There's been so many streams since then. It's kind of hard to keep up, to be honest with you. But remember that tornado that well, that's not the one I'm necessarily talking about though. You remember that tornado that we saw on Brandon's stream, and we ended up watching a town get hit, or the outskirts of a town get hit. It was I think it was like in Iowa or something. Yeah, it was in Iowa, or no, it was Missouri. Yeah, it was Missouri. I remember now. It was like almost a month ago, I think. We're getting close to baseball size hail now. Wow. Oh, you're good, dude. You're good. Well, I mean, there's no tornado warning right now, so it's not anything of like the most utmost urgency at the moment. Dang. Rotation's staying pretty broad, but even then, just these thunderstorm winds enough are honestly good enough reason to stay on for a little longer. Probably got another couple hours. I probably got like another hour worth of energy before I'm just like at zero. Probably go till about 11:30, maybe midnight at best Eastern time, and then I'll probably end up having to go to bed. Work did a number on me today, that's for sure. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning right over the radar side in Amarillo. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. Nothing super impressive on the velocities for the radar. So that's a good sign. Yeah, this has been one to remember. This has definitely been one to remember. All I gotta say is to whoever's still here watching, thank you. Thank you for being here, and it looks like Vince might be going back into the strong wind part of the storm in just a minute here. Cause you see that bright, light bluish little area right there. Those are some pretty strong winds about to about to hit him or just nick him.
Alright, because the only person I saw up there was stationary was, I'm not going to say out loud, but,
Yeah,
power group. And now they're moving by the looks of it. Okay, okay.
I think I hear good news from Brandon here saying that the only people that were stationary as that tornado was getting close might have been the tornado tour group. And it looks like they're moving again, so I think they're okay. I think everybody got out of this one scot-free for the most part.
That shocked me. That's what happens when you got these big freaking Congo lines and people don't make the decision to move quickly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. So I'm still chilling here. I'm gonna start moving southeast here a little bit more. I'm still out of the precip, so I've just been sitting in the inflow.
I can't say for sure.
Here, but I'll see you down there.
I have to figure out what Trent's doing again. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Good stuff on the Discord. Good stuff on Discord from both you and Wyatt contingents. Especially why he was on it before he left. Okay. So I'm doing some looking around on my phone as I'm watching the stream here. Kind of looking at radar at the moment, just trying to pour over whatever I can here. Also, contingents tomorrow. We need to look up some data on tomorrow's stream on potentially this weekend. Cause I was a little bit sus of something. I'm kind of uncertain about it, and probably you and Kyle would probably be good ears to probably be some good people to convene about that with. We're in range in NAM now, so we should be. If something is going to go on, NAM's going to be the first to show it.
We're unsure of their status. I haven't heard of any injuries, but we heard there were a few storm chasers that were impacted by that tornado.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Could be doing a thing again. No.
Jeez, Charles was freaking cooking.
Yeah, this storm is not going anywhere. Even if it doesn't produce a tornado in the near future, this storm is going to be going on and on into the night, long after it loses its tornado potential. Which I'm seeing a little area over here just to the, I don't know if this could be radar contamination or clutter, but I see a little area right here towards Clovis, just to the northeast here. Might have a little couplet to that. So I'm kind of side-eyeing at that just a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how things continue to pan out with this storm. Just what a light show, though. What a storm this has been. This has been an unbelievable stream. Excuse me. Definitely one of the more memorable ones for the year, for sure. Especially for it being on really what was only a 5% day for tornadoes. Then seeing as much hail, then seeing the big time hail that we've been seeing. Man. Good thing you guys showed up. I mean, some of the other admin really missed out, like Kyle and Baconator in particular. Especially Baconator. I just wish I knew what was going on over here a little bit better. Guess reflectivity is going to be really the only real spoiler to that. Yeah, I think that's trying to develop into a new area here. Question is, how long will that be able to hold out for? Because the further into Texas that we get, the more we start to lose some of that tornado potential and those dynamics. However, there weren't a lot of dynamics really to begin with, so that could somewhat mean nothing. One other thing to note here, this little feature right here is interesting. As it's moving to the southeast, there is a tiny little bit of an indicator of maybe some outflow dominance. Hard to say, but this little shape right here is interesting. But there's also like a little echo region right here. This could be forming an on and outflow boundary too. It's kind of difficult to say what's going on there, especially with the radar being in the position that it is. we're starting to get closer and closer to Lubbock, so eventually I think I'm going to have to switch over, but not yet. Let's go ahead and look at one of these guys' feeds right now for the meantime. Probably going to take a moment to stretch here just so I can make sure I stay awake for this last little push here. All right, I'm back. I'm good for a little bit at least. Oh wow, you switched over to Lubbock. I guess I can try and switch over there in a little bit. I'd been using the Amarillo site for the last little bit here though. That is an incredible shot. Wow.
Sorry about the camera shaking. Like I said, that's the lightning trips the image stabilizer in it, and it just jerks all over the place. I need to shut that off. I just can't do it while the camera's running. Holy moly.
This has been incredible to watch. Truly it has.
That's definitely the side of the road.
Indeed it is. That is definitely the shoulder.
Roll with this right now. Oh, it's yeah, I know it's not a big issue, but you just wait till we start getting some closer lightning, and then you're gonna get seasick. Happened the other night. Trust me, it'll get worse.
Switch back. We're gonna switch back and take a look at the radar.
And I'm getting pushed.
Cause yeah, he's going away, but he's also getting pushed by the storm. Yeah, I'm starting to see more and more of an indicator of outflow dominance, though. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Lubbock radar. Now that we can see it right here. If it'll let me. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. Now it's working. Just needed a second. rotation wise, it is starting to look a lot less impressive. Definitely a shadow in comparison to what it was earlier. I'm seeing more outflow. In this case, it will be the winds going towards the radar here. So that's a comforting sign. I'm going to guess they put that 80 mile per hour tag right on top of maybe a tornado report here. Yep. That's exactly what they did. Oh, okay. So we did get to see a rain wrap tornado. Okay, so we're going to roll back out here. Yeah, this is starting to definitely become outflow dominant here now. I think we might be losing the tornado potential now. If so, that is definitely some great news. Still plenty of inflow, so this storm is gonna go for a while here. But as a whole, as of right now, I think we're starting to maybe see a downtrend here. There's still a little spot right here that I'm a little bit leery of, but definitely not anywhere near as concerning as what we were seeing about 30 minutes to an hour ago. So we'll watch this little pocket right here over the next little bit. And then we'll keep things roll, and then we'll figure out what to do next. Still 7 of you watching. Glad that you are all here. Well, there is supposed to be a low pressure that's supposed to be taking shape just off the southeast coast. That should cause some showers and storms. Don't know about severe potential for that. I'm a little uncertain as far as this weekend is concerned over the central plains, because there seems like there's potential for a setup, but not a lot of model agreement there. So as of right now, it's kind of a toss-up. I've been trying to make a video on that the last couple of days, but every time I look at runs, something changes and it just kind of gets difficult. So I've literally been just kind of going off of things on a run-to-run basis and talking with guys like contingents, and we're trying to figure it out. It's one of these trickier forecasts because nothing is really super pronounced. Even with this setup today, it doesn't really scream at you, okay, tornado, this was going to happen. This kind of storm was going to end up popping up today. So hard to say right now. And then, of course, there's always Florida, where there's more than likely a chance, a marginal risk of severe weather over there just about every day. So I don't know. Just kind of in that mode where you're just having to wait and see almost. No matter how much you pour over data, sometimes you're just more or less having to understand, okay, well, this is what these models are showing, but the way things are developing seems entirely different from this morning's runs. So, yeah, gets a little tough sometimes to kind of hash out what's going on. I'm slightly leery of Nebraska and Kansas as of right now. But I see nothing that's concrete enough for me to say, yes, indeed, there's severe weather happening. But it seems like it could go either way right now. So, like I said, we're just going to have to just take it run by run. And whenever I can, if I can see something that's concrete enough, I'll try to make a video on it as soon as I can. Well, at least we're seeing the same thing, contingents. No, we were saying we're pretty much saying the same thing. Over towards like Nebraska, Kansas, maybe South Dakota, mainly towards the Western Plains, like you're talking about. The severe setup seems possible. It doesn't seem like it's a concrete. Like, I mean, there's like a little trough that's trying to develop, maybe a shortwave, maybe a ski jump setup, but it's not. But stuff like timing, thermo, it's kind of all over the place. And then on top of that, it looks different on every model. So we're pretty much saying the same thing. I mean, if you say something different, there's no problem with that. If anything, that's a good thing because it'll keep both of us looking. But, yeah. That'll be done in another video. We're still waiting to see what happens with this. Although, I do think that there could be an end to this soon. I'm going to try to make a video in the morning before I go to work if I can. If not, then I'll do it tomorrow afternoon. Unless something like this happens again. Because I was completely blindsided by this. Last minute, we heard, okay, level 3 enhanced risk issued by Storm Prediction Center. And then, yeah, this happened. I think probably another 20 minutes, and I'm probably going to call this one. See what our runtime is, because I predicted a 3-hour stream. And, yep, we're going to hit that. Three people left watching now. Well, it does look like we're getting towards the end of this. All right. Guess we can probably watch these guys and see what they have going on here. 'Cause it looks like they're getting closer to the rain again. And this storm looks like it's speeding up. The European has been the least aggressive as far as severe is concerned, or the most passive, I'd say, with any severe setups. Every once in a while, it'll pick up on something. But the ones that show the potential, usually contingents, has been NAM, sometimes the GFS. And if you get into range, the HRRR will sometimes show something. Anything else, you're really not going to see much. But yeah, mainly the ones to start with are going to be NAM and GFS, because Euro, I don't know what it is about it during this time of year, but unless it's like wintry precip, Really, last year, the Euro was kind of wish-washy, so to speak. I think GFS had a better year in wintry. Yeah, so basically if the NAM doesn't forecast it, it's still up in the air. But I think the NAM is going to be the traditional NAM, or NAM 12K, whichever the actual name is going to probably be the one that's hot on anything. I know there's a lot of thunderstorm development, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Is it Saturday? Because that's a day I've been kind of watching for a little bit. But I've been... Oh, no. That was a fail. That was a really bad fail. I'm sorry for laughing, but that was bad. Oh, man. You okay, contingents? I know I'm tired, but good grief. I know it's probably been a long day for you too. Both of us usually go to work, or maybe you are working on like editing a video as you're on here streaming, or as you're on here helping me with the stream. So I know, so I can relate. All right, let's see what Vince says to show before we probably get off of here, inevitably. Man, that structure is insane. I cannot get enough of that structure. It is the perfect...
I'll see how I feel after this. I got a lot of content to go through. We'll have to be working tomorrow, I guess.
All right. So we're going to work towards making a video in the morning to cover the weekend. Yeah. Well, it looks like these guys are about to call it a night. I think the tornado potential is just about done with in this setup. They were saying from 6 to 9 Central Time. We're just about at 10 o'clock Central now, so I think we're about done. And based off the look of this storm here, I think we're pretty much outflow dominant. Oh, it's showing high Cape. Where is, what model is it that you were looking at? Oh, it's GFS now. GFS has finally gone hot on it. When I looked at the NAM, it was a little bit hot on it, but it was kind of wish-washy. Like every other run, it would be hot on it. Then in between that run, it would go cold. Oh, well, that's interesting. Could be an active weekend for us then. All right, well, we'll see what happens then. Could be a very lengthy weekend ahead. So I guess I'll start pouring over data a little bit tonight as I'm going to bed. And then in the morning, I'll probably wake up early. And then I'll probably try and slap a video together. You think it does or doesn't come back into play? Because that's going to be probably the deal breaker, really. Because during this time of year, you can get plenty of thermodynamics. It's kinematics that have been the issue this year. Yep. And you're probably going to pick up on it best within the shortwave than you would at the upper level regions. Man, this is going to be Saturday and Sunday are going to be interesting. That's for sure. All right, then. What are we thinking of this storm contingents? I'm honestly thinking that I think the potential for a tornado is about gone, and I think the storm chasers are about to call it a night here. Still has 70 mile per hour wind gusts. The wind gusts are decreasing. One minute left on that severe thunderstorm warning. We've lost the tornado possible tag. Yeah, that's what like I've been saying, that's what I've been seeing throughout the week. But like when I would look at soundings, I'd be kind of on the fence about it a little bit. And then like I said, every other run it would look almost neutral a little bit. It was just kind of a wacky setup at times, but at least since we've gotten a little closer into range, it looks like it's starting to get more consistent. So if I was going to pull the trigger and say, okay, yeah, this is going to be severe, at least I now have some ground to stand on, so to speak. Yeah, I guess we can talk about that more on Discord. I think we're about done for the night here. Yeah, that's the other thing about it. I mean, sometimes you'll get a good sounding early, but not often. I was just trying to look for. Yeah, definitely not from GFS. Nope, but like I think there were a couple of times this year where I got a few good ones, but I guess the trend is kind of leaning away from that. You have to have you have to have one of those like classic upper level pattern type setups in order to really get that kind of sounding from GFS, I think. At least from my experience this year. Well, alright, contingents. I think we're about done for the night, though. I'm going to probably call it here. Good job from you, especially tonight. Yeah, I think we are calling it a night, Max. I think we have, we've done our deed here for tonight. Good job, boys. We did our thing here. And we'll be convening again to look for whenever the next one will be. Let's just hope. From what I've heard, it seems like for the most part there have been no injuries. So all in all, so far, good stream. Yeah, great stream, actually. This was a memorable one. Might even make a short playlist, because it's probably going to be like literally 2 or 3 videos to freaking commemorate this one. But again, good job, guys. Thank you for all that you do, and we're gonna get this stream. We're gonna get the this stream set up a lot better for the years out for sure. But also to anyone that's left over, thanks for watching. This is Ty and the team here, calling it a night. We will see you on the next one. Be sure to watch some of the videos. Be sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and punish that share button. We'll see you guys on the next one. You all have a great night. Sleep well and take care. See you, Max.